Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Stone Truth. Today is the big day. This isn't just any regular episode. This is the 2020 Apocalection Stone Truth podcast episode. So welcome guys. Thanks for joining us. Today, in keeping with the spirit of elections, we have our two U.S. resident expert, not so experts, who are going to join us on the show today. They're going to give us their opinions on what's going on in their states. They're going to give us a little bit of an inside scoop for us Canadians who either A, live under a rock, or B, just don't pick up social media. So we won't even get into any kind of pre-show. These guys are pretty funny. Maybe some of you have seen them before. We are welcoming another podcast. Welcome to the show, the Still Fucking Up podcast. Awesome, guys. So let's hop right into it. Cue intro music.
How are you guys?
Not too bad.
Good.
There's the sound. I can hear people now.
Hey, cool. How's it going,
Yeah.
guys? Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks, man.
You guys surviving down there today or what? What's going on down that way?
Dude, not much. Like where we're at, it's like what would you say, Juan? The population, what's like 40,000?
Yeah,
It's
it's like
not
40,000.
Okay.
It's not huge, but like
Okay.
it's pretty Trumpy out here. Like if you
Oh,
drive
for sure.
flags or anything like that. Like it's usually Trump flags in all the yards, signs on the sides of the road. There's billboards, like Trump billboards all over the place out here. I've never seen
crazy.
a Biden one out here. So
Really,
That's-
eh? Well, that's not bad, man. Hey, at least you guys know where you stand. At least you guys aren't torn apart by indecision.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, guys, we'll start it off. Welcome to the Stone Truth Show. My name's Devin. I'm the guy that you guys have been talking to a little bit. The other gentleman with me is Mr. Scott.
How's it going?
And,
Nice to meet you guys.
yeah, man. Yeah. So, start off, tell us a bit about you guys. So that way anyone watching who hasn't seen you guys before knows a little bit.
well, we started the podcast a few months ago. Me and Juan have been friends for a few years now, and we kind of met on the street. We were both drug addicts at the time, and then we both ended up in the county jail together. And we were like, "Oh, hey, cool! It's cool to have somebody here that we know, basically." And then we kind of just hit it off there, like got real tight, like best friends type of situation in jail. And then once we got out and then got through all the bullshit of being a drug addict, getting over all that, we decided to do a podcast because podcasts like YMH and Tiger Belly, all those types of like comedy podcasts, they helped kind of keep our mind off of stuff like that. And then doing a podcast ourselves was like it was just a way to kind of do something other, like extracurricular, that's not ruining our lives, basically.
Yeah, man, it's a good outlet for sure. Podcasting is a great outlet, man, for anything you got going on.
Yeah, me and wife
absolutely.
listen to all the same ones that you're listening after. We listen to the Honeydew as well. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Brian Sickler. He was just on Two Bears, One Cave, and it was hilarious. I just watched the Tim Dillon episode today. It was so good.
Yeah.
Tim Dillon is like one of the funniest people. I just heard of him like, I think either the end of last year, or the beginning of this year. I just heard of Tim Dillon for the first time, and now I just love everything he does. He's so funny.
Once he went on Joe Rogan, everybody heard of him.
Oh, yeah. He's on there right now. They're doing the live for the,
Oh yeah,
for the
that's
election.
right. Isn't Alex Jones supposed to show up there?
He
Yeah,
wasn't
he's
there when
supposed
I
to.
saw, but
Making a little guest appearance anyways.
Yeah, I remember when when they were on whatever last week.
Yeah.
They were Joe was saying, yeah, we need to have you on because they're all out in he's in Houston.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's what's going on.
Oh, wow. Okay, we got to check that one out after. I didn't know Alex Jones was going to be.
So what's the last 4 years been like for you guys
Frogs
down there
thing,
with
I'm not really sure.
Donnie T down there as your president? Have things gotten better as Americans or have
That's like a
things been
thing,
worse?
I guess.
I guess for the most part, for me, because I haven't really
Oh, my
been
internet's
following
messed up.
politics for the
It's
past
like-
couple years. Seems like everything's been going straight for me, but I mean, like, I'm kind of like in a shell about all that, but it seems everything's been going great. I think. I mean, Aaron knows a little bit more about it, but yeah, I think it's been going good. I support him. kind of weird to say, but
I mean, he has the business skills, man, to back it up. Like, from what I understand, the States is like a higher energy country, man. Like, you guys need a guy who's like go, go, go and ready to deliver that go, go, go.
yeah, that's for sure. That's why I'm kind of dread. Like, I'm getting kind of nervous with the whole Biden stuff. Like,
Well, the guy's been in politics his whole life, and he hasn't done anything good that I can see. I'm not an American, so I don't have to live through any of the policies, but just going by what I know, all I've seen him do is put everybody in jail for the stupidest crimes that you can think of. Smoking a joint, you're going to jail for life. What do you mean?
Yeah, now you have Kamala Harris on top of that, making everything way worse.
Top cop.
Because that's like what she's known for.
yeah,
It's insane.
Yeah.
What was it like? The last 4 years, because we're in construction, like we do roofing. So in our business, it's a lot like business owners. They're not like multi-millionaires, but they're well off enough.
Yeah.
All of them are Trump supporters, and that's kind of most of the people in the construction industry in general are usually Republican conservative types. You don't run into too many people that are liberal. I mean, most of them smoke marijuana, which isn't really a Republican's thing. That's why I never identify directly with Republican, because it's too much religion and the whole being against abortion and all this other stuff that comes along with the whole religious aspect of it. That's what turns me off about that side of it. And those are the kind of the things that would be better in a Democratic president, but it didn't happen through the last one that was out, So it's like, what makes people think that it's going to happen now? Kind of like Biden's been in the government for 47 years now.
Holy crap.
And he has all these great ideas on how to fix shit, but nothing has happened yet.
So have you guys had any rioting or anything down your guys' way, like through everything, or you guys been pretty tame?
It's been super chill. Like Trump even came out here. He was here. Bullhead City is about 45 minutes north from us. He was out there for a rally for the liberal spots like Seattle and Portland, which they're very far left, like super progressive far left. And it's like the whole Antifa thing. It seemed like people were posting all those videos where it was like showing people wearing like balaclavas and like going up and pushing people and trying to start riots during what they were calling peaceful protests for BLM. And it just like chooses that I don't need to be showing myself anymore. And then I just have to click the button and it's done. But yeah, so it showed like people wearing the shit, pushing people, starting riots. And then it's even kind of a joke because I follow mainly like stand-up comics and stuff on Twitter. And it's like a pretty regular joke that the left being like referred to as pussies for the most part in America. They're like the soft people that are, humanitarian and all this. And Republicans are gun-toting, redneck, like violent people. It's always the left that's doing this. And it's not the people that you would expect. And it's like, well, I don't understand what the cause is or what the relation is between why is it those people that are the ones getting violent? I'm not there. I can't see what's causing the spark, It's kind of just like, it seems to me out of nowhere because that's just how it comes out on the news. It just pops up on the Twitter feed or whatever, someone posts a video and it's a riot going on. I'm like, hey, who can tell me how this started?
Yeah.
And I'm like, where is it? Who started this? Is this a police thing? Is this old? Because that's another thing is like, you can't even tell if the thing that they're posting is like from now or from 15 years ago. Because they've shown videos and then it came out later that they were old.
That's been brought up a few times, I think, this year. I've seen a couple of those now.
Well, it's been brought up with Trump with the fucking cages, right? Like Obama was the one who built the cages, and they're showing pictures of
it's
back when he was a president. Like maybe Trump put him in a cage too. I don't know. He probably did, but
yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you can't just say it's just one guy. You know what I mean? Like neither one is any fucking different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other than a few other, aspects but for the most part, they're in it for themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like when it comes to something like the coronavirus, blaming one person for it is kind of insane, don't you think?
Yeah, it's a bit
I-
much.
Yeah, I don't think Trump was the one that brought it here, and of course he did get it, and then everybody was like watching his every move. Like, did he have it at the debate? Did he try to give it to Joe Biden? Like, it was like a big.
Yeah.
The only person going to die from that coronavirus is Joe Biden if he gets it, because he's ready to die.
Yeah, that's for
he's
sure.
1,000 years old.
So is that
For
like
sure.
Biden's big thing, just solving the coronavirus? Is that his big flagship for his campaign? It's just
He's trying to.
Yeah.
Isn't he trying to? He's trying to shut down the country if he wins. If he wins the election tonight, he's trying to shut it down completely again. Like, and
he wants mandatory lockdown.
Yeah.
I can't believe that they haven't brought up his gun regulations yet during this election. Like, he's planning on banning all online sales, online parts, ammunition. That hasn't been brought up yet, and I just assumed that would be a big part of something that's going to piss off some people.
Yeah, it seems like people are just getting worried about everything else and not even thinking about that. It's crazy.
Once they take the guns away, that's when you're in trouble.
Well, that's like who was it? It was Hitler that said that to take over a country you must first disarm its citizens.
absolutely, that was exactly it.
Yeah, so it's like we have those weapons to rise up against a tyrannical government. So we should fucking keep those things. I'm not even allowed. We can't have guns. So it really doesn't matter to us that much.
Dude,
so
I remember
is that for a time
limit.
limit, or is that like for like the rest of time? Is that goal okay for you guys?
No, it's you could like go to get it expunged, which or you could write to the governor and the governor can pardon it, and then you get your gun rights and your voting rights back.
That's right. You can't vote. That's fucked up too. That's fucked up. I forgot about that. Fuck.
I think some states like just recently like passed it, and I heard
California, I think.
Yeah, that was one of them, and I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, my brother was just telling me about California, and he was asking me if I was going to vote, but I'm like, dude, I'm in Arizona. This is a completely different monster out here, man. So I don't think that's going to happen.
No, but I'm pretty sure when I was looking through Joe Biden's policies, I think he stated unclear on whether or not he was going to allow or restore voters' rights back to felons who have completed their sentence, which is, I mean, Juan's still on probation, but I had completed it the beginning of this year. Beginning of this year I was on it for 4 years, and now I'm done. I'm no longer a ward of the state, and I still have zero rights. I can't vote for any state shit. I can't vote for president, nothing.
Yeah, that don't make sense at all. That should be changed. Due to time, due to crime, isn't that the fucking saying? You know what I mean? Like, you do the time, when you get out, you're all fixed up. You know what I mean? You're ready to go. Let me back at it, right?
It's a 7-year. It's a 7-year limit, isn't it? Most of the time,
to get your expungement. Yes.
Yeah.
You have to wait 7 years to be able to even try to get it erased, and you only get one shot.
Yeah.
Scott, how does that work in Canada? Are we allowed to vote after you finished?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Once you get out of jail, you're allowed to vote.
And then you're stuck for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are. I'm almost positive once you get out of jail, you're allowed to vote. I could be wrong. That could be changing too, but
if you guys catch felonies, can you guys own weapons out there?
It depends what you catch it for.
Okay.
Yeah, it depends on the charge. If it's a weapons related or assault related charge, 100%.
Okay.
But you can't walk around with a gun anywhere up here. You know what I mean? Our gun regulations are fucked.
Oh yeah, you can't have it on your hip. Like
No,
You
no,
can't
no.
have it outside.
yeah,
Yeah,
you see-
you can't have it
you see
outside.
people like that all the time.
Yeah, you can't have your gun in your house.
How does that like?
You have to have it locked
How
up
does
at
that
all
work
times.
with like if you guys go hunting and stuff? You guys have to get a license for that as
Yeah.
well.
All
Okay.
Yeah, and
Right,
the
right.
government decides which
So
you get a
our
license.
thing is,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. We're in one of the good provinces where you can actually go and buy a tag. You know what I
Sorry
mean? But
about
you
that.
could still do the draw for bull elk or moose or deer or whatever. But you can
Oh,
still
right,
get a
right.
general tag. You know what I mean? But most provinces, you have to send in your information to the government, and they decide if you get a license. And you know,
Oh yeah.
that's horrible because most people don't get it. So
but our liberals right now are even trying to restrict that. They're trying to get rid of all our handguns. They're trying to get rid of anything like that right now.
yeah, there's even shotguns that were taken off the
Wow.
shelf that were banned illegal
Yeah.
here.
Oh yeah.
Everything like at Walmarts and Kmart's here, they have
Oh.
like little, like they have guns there and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure they're like hunting rifles and stuff. But like, how does that work? They just got those off the shelves out there, or?
I don't think our Walmart carries weapons.
Walmart
anymore,
don't
man.
carry
I don't
weapons
think-
here.
I
Oh
don't think-
really?
They
No.
stopped down here too.
No, man.
I heard he took
Oh,
it off
man.
the
I
shelves
heard
down
recently.
in the States for you guys. Yeah, because of the election. They said they were getting all the guns and everything off the shelves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't want that shit to be easily accessible for the rioters.
Yeah.
For the rise up, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
I wouldn't
worst
stock
part is
up.
that, yeah. If your guys' Democrats get in, our Liberal Party follows suit. That's what Scott was saying earlier, and I
Yeah.
agree with that. The moment Big Brother gets in and they're like, "Yeah, this is what we're doing," I guarantee our Liberal Party will follow suit.
Our country is
Oh,
like
wow.
just little brother to you guys. Whatever we're going to follow you guys. Like, you know what I mean? It's just the way it is. We don't have a military to even
Wow, I
defend
didn't know
ourselves.
that.
You know what I mean? So if you guys go liberal, you guys
Yeah.
lock down, we're going to lock down. 12 hours after, we'll be locked down completely.
Oh, that's weird. I did not know that.
Oh,
Yeah,
we got no backbone
Terrible.
in our politics. It's insane.
You guys masked up?
Pardon?
Oh, we're masked up, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're masked. I think Scott, you just got your mask restrictions in place, but I've had mine in Calgary since I think June now.
Yeah, they've been pretty steady out here. Like, just recently they, I guess, lifted it because now a lot of people aren't wearing it when I go places. I still do it because this place has a lot of like retired older people and stuff like that. So it's like, this is not the place to mess around like that and with something that could kill people. So it's like, what's the big deal? It's a piece of cloth. Just
What's
do it.
stupid about the
That's
whole
how I
mask
think about it.
restriction though was like nobody was even wearing them anyways. We would walk into stores and there'd be people with like, you know how they make fun of them online? They'd have them right
But
here,
the
or just
majority
right
were.
here. But like, yeah, majority were, but there were a lot of freaking people who were just
Yeah.
like, it don't
Oh,
matter
yeah.
to me. Like,
Yeah, I went to the mall in Vegas. Literally not one person. There was so many people, but not one person was not wearing a mask.
Damn.
And that's in Vegas at the mall.
Oh.
So it was just, I was like, damn, I did not expect that.
Yeah.
Not from them.
Yeah, we got to wear
Up here
masks
in
here.
Calgary,
And we got
it was good.
124 cases.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Right.
You guys got nothing.
No,
yeah, for real.
Yeah.
What? Why haven't people brought you guys up? Like, they're like, yeah, this other place is leading the country with only 12,000 deaths or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't heard
Well,
shit about Canada. Yeah, we got like 4, I think, over there.
but
We're
we're not
really
allowed to
well,
leave.
like,
We're not allowed to
we're
fly
so-
to Europe, but we were taken off the fly list because we're doing so bad.
Yeah.
The EU
Oh,
took
really?
us off the fly list. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
And we have like a quarter of their cases, and they're like, "Oh no, Canada's the worst. Canada's just it's too bad for us."
It's crazy you guys say that because I don't even ever hear anything about Canada. Like,
Right now,
It's
the worst
insane.
part, the worst part of the country's in Quebec, and they got the United Nations in there now.
okay.
Yeah, they had a whole kind of crazy lockdown on the go down that way.
Oh, shit.
But Canadians listen, man. Like they're pretty strict about it. Like it's $1,000 fine for not wearing a mask, and apparently Canadians just would rather just go along with it.
Yeah, $1,000.
Yeah,
we
it's
can't be
$1,000
taxed
fine.
anymore, so we can't afford $1,000.
Oh, yeah, of course. I think New York was doing fines too. And they were the governor of New York, who's at Cuomo, he was asking people to dime out people who weren't wearing masks, and they were going to give you a
check,
a button,
like a commercial in New York.
What?
Yeah,
dude, weren't they trying to do that out here?
About it on one of the podcasts.
California,
I don't know. I don't think it would fly in Arizona, honestly.
Guys, this just reminds me of World War II propaganda. Like,
man.
over in Germany, like, tell us now if your neighbors are Jewish. Like, what? This is all this reminds me of.
That's crazy. You put it like that, dude. I didn't even think of it that way. Like,
oh man, yeah, dude. It's like the low key version where we're like, we're gonna be silent about this.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now that you say that, like, it's like putting two and two together. Like, what? I didn't even think about that.
Don't go in the unmarked train cars, guys.
Yeah.
But no, man. So like, if the Democrats take over, is your state going up in flames, or you guys think you guys are pretty level headed?
What's weird is in the Electoral College map, I've been like checking up on it regularly, and Arizona is usually red, and that's what you expect. It's been tipping between like light blue and pink, because like a lot of people have been flooding out of California, which is basically 99% liberal, and they're flooding into places like Phoenix, a big city. So I believe that is the majority of the population. So that's like the 51% that you need to get the votes from the Electoral College in Arizona is right there.
Wow.
So it's close. It's scary shit.
Scott, if we wanted to spin it one day as a conspiracy theory, you can almost say the liberals started the California fires to brush everyone out and try to spread out the Democratic Party. Yeah, there's a conspiracy in the making right there.
Yeah, I can get behind that shit. I'll get behind that.
I can get behind most conspiracy theories.
Yeah, there's a little bit of truth behind all of them.
Yeah, at least a little bit. It had to start somewhere. There's some pretty crazy ones though, like the Alex Jones gay frogs thing. I don't know.
I have not heard of this Alex Jones gay frogs thing. The lizard people, the reptilians.
They're putting chemicals in the water and it's making the frogs gay, man. Is that
what it is? Oh man.
Yeah, it's something completely unbelievable, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to make this a thing, Scott. We got to get behind this. We got to get this rolling. We don't need the frogs turning gay. Oh no.
Yeah, for real.
No, it's the last thing we need.
I'm gonna start picketing in the streets.
It's the bees you got to worry about. It's if they start putting water in the pollen for the bees and they start turning gay, and then we got to worry. That's the issue.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
And they're aggressive.
We need the bees, man.
Yeah, for sure.
So like, what's your guys' health system down there? How's your guys' health system work?
Well, for the time being, we're allowed private insurance, state-funded insurance. If you make under a certain amount, depending on how many kids and all that stuff. So you basically get all of your health care completely free up to a certain extent, medications and stuff like that included. But otherwise, you got to pay through private insurance, which can have deductibles at like 10 grand before you can like get treatment and stuff like that, or $600 a month to pay for insurance just in case you get sick. It's pretty crazy, but we have, you could if you walk into an urgent care with no insurance, they basically are like, are you sure you want to do that? You have a bullet in your head, and they're like, are you sure you need help? Because this is going to be like 90 grand to spend the night here. Oh, that's what it's like.
Oh my God. So like, have they made any changes for Corona? Yeah. Like, have they made any changes for COVID?
The only change was, I believe it was the representative for the World Health Organization was talking to the Supreme Court and basically convinced them that we should be, the American people should be allowed to have a COVID test for free. Oh, that's it. That's the only change. Yeah. We get our nose fucked by a Q-tip stick, and we should be thanking them for allowing this to us.
So, I got
it done like the first weekend.
do most employers provide insurance? No insurance. So you got to go to a private company like Sun Life or something, and get their medical insurance.
Some employers do. It's pretty rare. Like it's tough to come by out here, especially. But a lot of people, if you have kids, the limit's pretty high, and you can get on state-run insurance, which is the best because you don't have to. There's no copay. There's nothing. Yeah. So it's like almost worth it to not get a better job, which is sad.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You don't want to step up because then you're gonna get kicked off access and have to pay so much for insurance, and especially for your kids.
So the key to surviving medical insurance is to have a bunch of kids to reduce rates and then stay in a low-paying job, and hopefully that will all work together.
Oh.
Yeah, it'll even itself out.
Yeah.
Basically, like if my wife got a job, we'd be screwed. Like we would have no insurance if my wife got a job. So she has to not work, stay home and take care of the kid, and then I work and make enough to pay for every.
That's nuts, man. That is rough. I mean, that's rough, and that's what we're trying to do in Alberta, though. Now,
I have to try to aim at a certain number.
That's nuts. Like your boss is like, "You want a raise?" and you're like, "No, not this week, man. We gotta wait till next year."
Yeah, like I have to tell him switch the percentages for me and him this week. I'll take the lesser half, and then he can take the bigger. But yeah, $3,600. That's as far I'm going to get this time too. So it's $3,600 a month, and do you know what Suboxone is?
No.
Okay, it's a drug. It's basically something that you have to get through a doctor that will wean you off of heroin without getting violently ill. This is the injectable form of that. So it's like methadone, but
okay.
A lot less fucked up. Methadone is like the worst thing you could do. Suboxone has a plan to get off of it. Methadone's like, you're here for life, dude.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Oh, okay.
Suboxone, it lets you, it has levels to it. So I get the injectable form, which is relatively new, but it's real expensive.
Yeah. Jesus.
And without insurance, I don't know what would happen.
Have you ever thought about going down to Mexico? Because I know a lot of people do that down your way for insulin.
Yeah, they do it for a lot of things. Like, because you can buy basically what people take for recreational drugs. Like Xanax is huge. People go to Mexico all the time for that. Or Percocets, any of that stuff. It's just dangerous to come across the border with it.
Bernie Sanders comes to Canada to get all his health care.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fucking asshole.
It's insane. He can get away with that stuff. And then he was like, yeah, colleges should all be free and you're still going to pay for it, even if you don't go to college. Like he never got to where's the money coming from, Bernie?
I got free health care, but we get taxed on tax. Like you get taxed at work and you go buy something that you pay for, then they add a tax on that. And then you get that total price. And then they add a GST on top of that tax and then give you a total price.
Oh, what? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See, we have some states where they don't tax you. Like there's no sales tax. In New Hampshire and Oregon, there's no sales tax.
Yeah.
But I think I think there might be one more, but that's all I know about.
Yeah, there's a few states with no tax. I think isn't Texas one of them, but it's low tax rate, Vegas.
Probably, yeah, because Vegas is pretty cheap anyway.
Yeah. So I think there's some states that are fairly, sure a lot of comedians are going now.
Yeah,
everyone's
Texas is big.
California
Tennessee
is probably
Theo Vaughn went.
Has less taxes than what we have.
Oh man!
Whoa,
you know what I mean? Like,
California is
we're atrocious.
Laughing at him. Wow, that's nuts. Like
it's pointless to even work overtime sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, why are you going to? You're making less money than your hourly wage eventually.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, of course. The more money you make, they're like, "Hey, we get a big chunk this week.
Yeah, we get all of it."
Yeah, great incentive.
Yeah.
What'll be worse is next year, because they do the whole CRB payments up here where they're helping everyone out by giving them funding. Our taxes are going to shoot through the roof the moment this is all over.
Is that like unemployment?
It's like, so for the pandemic, they gave everyone, like, if you're not employed right now, we'll give you $500 every 2 weeks.
Oh, a stimulus
Oh,
check.
we
Like
get-
a stimulus.
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
We've got one stimulus for 1,200, and then people on unemployment are getting $600 extra a week.
Oh my God.
So
what?
to not have a job, you're making over $600
Yeah.
Holy
guaranteed
crap.
a week. Yeah.
Oh,
Insane.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I knew
would-
people who would rather
So that's why
be
nobody
jobless
wants
right
to
now.
work right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, guys.
Oh yeah.
And why would you go back to work if your stimulus check is more than what you're making at work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I don't even
like
blame
literally.
them. Why would you? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you'd have to be a complete moron to not take that opportunity and run it out until it's
Yeah.
done. And it's
Oh,
still
man.
going, as far as I know. I just read some shit about it today.
It's gonna hit them hard when if they stop, they're just gonna be like, well,
yeah.
now
Yeah, and
I-
their jobs are with somebody else who had
Yeah.
stayed constantly working like us. We never
Yeah.
stopped.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
See, I got laid off, and then ever since then, guys, like, our economy's crap up here in Calgary. We have more businesses shut than we have open right now. It's crazy.
Wow.
yeah,
That's-
that's crazy.
That's got to be crazy to see.
Oh man, you go to the
Like-
malls and like it's every third or fourth store is open, and we have like pretty decent sized malls.
So it's like the gates pulled down over
Yep.
most of the.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I've seen that in like a mall that was going out of business, like before all this shit happened. It was just like in the ghetto in like New York somewhere.
Yeah, man.
But-
I mean, I'm rocking the third biggest city in Canada, and yeah, half our crap's closed, dude. And it's like a ghost town going shopping.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's how it was getting in Prescott. I was in another area in Arizona, and that's right by Phoenix, like a couple hours away from Phoenix. And like when the whole pandemic started, everything started shutting down. There was like maybe 2 or 3 like grocery stores open and like a Walmart or something, but like everything was shutting down. I don't know how it is now because I haven't been there, but that's how it was for a minute. And I thought that shit was insane. Like we were limited on where we could go.
Scott, I mean, like, Scott, I think you're still pretty untouched up your way, eh?
Yeah, we only got 124 cases. Like when everything came around, we shut down. But everything is kind of open now, as long as you wear a mask wherever you go. But we're an oil town, and there's no oil being fucking drilled, so nobody's working here in this town. And if Biden gets in, he already said he's shutting down all the oil from Canada that you guys buy. So we'll be fucked.
Yeah, that's right. I just
Yeah.
read
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's why I don't want
Yeah,
Biden to get in, because
that's
this
the
town's
thing.
going to fall apart because we
that.
rely
Oh,
like 99% on oil. Like, so without the oil, we're fucked.
Oh, dude, our government's stressing. Our government's stressing right now,
Awful.
guys.
yeah, I bet.
Like-
Like our country's stressed. We have no idea what's going on. So I can't even imagine if you guys rely on kind of what goes on here. You guys are
Yeah.
fucked, dude. Sorry.
For real.
And that's what we've been telling people. That's why every Canadian's like, oh my God, this could be it for us and them, guys.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm worried if Trump gets in, I'm worried about all the Democrats moving to Canada. And
Yeah.
if Biden gets
Yeah.
in, I'm all right with the Republicans coming, but I don't want the Democrats coming. I don't need
Yeah.
anything being burned down any more than what it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What do you
They're
guys
they're
think of-
definitely the ones doing it.
Just leave the stores alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what looting had to do with
Any
a
of it.
guy getting wrongly killed by a police officer.
Yeah. I'm in support of that, stop that. But
Absolutely.
fuck,
That was
be
it was
burning down the little
horrible to
businesses.
watch.
Go burn down Walmart if you're going to burn down a store.
Even
Yeah.
Eddie Bravo's jiu-jitsu studio got fucked up in that riot.
I was
Oh,
wondering
God.
what happened with him because he's been like total
Yeah.
silent. So did he move to Japan?
I don't know. He's going to. Biden wins for sure
Yeah,
because he's a huge Trump supporter,
yeah,
and especially after those people fucked his studio up. Like that was his
Yeah.
life right there.
yeah. That's your
That's
life, and you're
nuts.
spending most of it away in taxes just to live in the state, and the state won't protect
Yeah,
the
exactly.
businesses. What do you want? Of course, everyone's going to leave.
Yeah, especially in like Seattle, the police literally were just like, okay, you got it. And they took over the police station in Seattle.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you let that happen?
That was
That would
insane.
not happen here.
I would like what? Like we're giving it up. You guys can keep it. Like, is it that easy? I could just come down and take over a station and be like, it's mine.
Yeah. Apparently.
If you get like 6 dudes with you that look like you don't care, they'll be like, all right, we don't want any trouble.
Guys, we just need 2 more people. We need 2 more people. Let's find 2 more guys. Don't do it.
Yeah. No shit. And then they started that whole Chaz Chop thing.
Yeah.
And then they started their own police force, basically. They were like, hey, what are you doing? Give me that fucking phone. Like breaking people's phones and like threatening people. I was like, do you see what happens when you get power?
Immediately.
You don't even have a fucking badge and you're acting like that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
So
People
do you guys hear about Canadian politics at all? Like, is it blowing up in the States? Do you guys ever hear anything about us?
No, dude. Like,
No.
I think, what was it? Was it Family Guy? Family Guy said the name of your prime minister. Was it Justin Trudeau?
Yeah.
What?
Yep. That's all I know, dude.
Dude,
I know you have
that
a prime
hilarious.
minister. Oh no, South Park too. South Park talks about Canada, but you guys don't have flapping heads, so I don't know what they were doing.
That's eye-opening, guys. That's freaking eye-opening. Our feeds, man, are like US, Canada, US, some China, England, more US, a little
I
bit
feel
of
like
Canada.
every country's feed is United States,
US,
United States
yeah,
election. Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Right
I mean,
now,
I guess-
probably.
I mean, even before though, Scott? It's always up to date on the States news.
Always 100%. That's all we talk about because nothing happens here. Like, there's no major crime. There's no mass shootings like you guys got down there. We have
I guess
had
it's no
one
news.
in like the last 30 years. You know what I mean? And I think he was
Yeah.
working for the cops. So
Makes sense. Yeah.
or the government or some sort of something like that. So what
Is
are we going to talk about?
Yeah,
pretty mellow for you guys up there, like for the most part?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like all of our politics is just whining about who spends more money, who saves more money. Once in a while, Quebec wants to separate, Alberta wants to separate, and then it just goes around in a circle.
Yeah, but
It's all talk and no action.
Yeah.
Right.
The last election was the
So-
most like riled up I've seen Canadians, and there was like a flag in the back of a truck, or
Yeah, we see about 1 billion of those a day.
Yeah.
Chasing
How
the
often
Biden
do you
bus down the
guys-
highway.
Yeah. How often do you guys do the election out there?
So we
4
do it
years.
every 4 years, but there's no
Okay.
terms. They can stay in as long as they get voted in.
Yeah,
Huh.
and you can call an election
So
whenever you
Stephen
want
Harper
to.
was in for
Oh shit.
yes. You can call his election whenever you want. Yeah. So our last prime minister, our conservative prime minister, Stephen Harper, was in for 10 years. So he's in for a decade.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
I never even heard that guy's name.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I've
So,
never
like,
heard of that guy in my life. But it's like, am I fucking? I don't know what's going on. Who the fuck is Steve Harper?
Yeah.
We have
Right.
more of a like a England kind of government. You know what I mean? That's kind of the parliament that we.
Oh,
still
okay,
have.
it's like the matriarchy, a patriarchal democracy, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
dress up as
correct,
pirates
correct.
and Santa Clauses.
Oh,
and,
they do all that shit
he's-
too?
He's there.
Oh, wow.
It's fucked.
Are you guys still under like the queen, basically? Then, or is
Well,
it separate?
Any land that's not a homeowner or a business is crown land.
Yeah.
Oh,
Technically, yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're fucking out of that. Like, that's why. Do you guys? What's your? You use? Oh yeah, you have Canadian money. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have our own money, okay?
We got
We're grown up a little
silly
bit.
money. We got the colored
Yeah.
money because we're stupid.
Yeah,
and
that's
we
right.
can't
It looks
read right?
crazy.
So we got colored money and different size
Yeah, it looks like-
coins and
Yeah.
Guys, we have American money. American money is accepted anywhere in Canada, guys. Like, you see it everywhere, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still real currency up here. It's a common thing.
and it's
Whoa.
worth.
I
so
had a
much
Canadian quarter once, and I tried to give it to somebody, and they literally picked it out of like 12 quarters, and they're like, "What the fuck is this? This isn't a quarter."
more.
Like, Jesus. Like, I don't know what you're supposed to do with it, honestly.
It's worth like 5 cents.
Yeah, it slipped through the cracks now. Shit.
Like, just take it, man. Come on.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. Isn't it like kind of plastic?
No,
Yeah,
they're made
it's
out
plastic,
of nickel or
Oh yeah,
nickel. Yeah,
our chain.
Oh.
yeah, nickel
They're
and the loony is
plastic?
made of loony, and then we get the tuny made of silver and gold, and the loony's gold.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
it's
then our
actually
money's
gold?
plastic. Yeah, then our money's
The
plastic.
money's
Yeah.
plastic. Yeah, I
The
remember
money's
the
plastic.
money being plastic
Hmm.
because I think our nickels are like partially nickel, but I don't think they're all nickel. Pennies are no longer. What were they initially? Copper.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're bronze now.
You guys still have
You
pennies?
guys still have them?
Oh
yeah.
yeah, we got pennies, dude.
Oh, we got rid of them.
Nobody
Oh,
uses them.
why?
I don't know how they go anywhere. We just
We
use
got-
them for like change.
Our
Yeah.
government
But
took
everyone always says no, I don't want it.
Yeah, we got rid of our penny.
I
What?
wish they
Government-
would.
Our government
Yeah,
took our
everything-
pennies and then raised
everything-
the prices of everything in the stores.
Yeah,
Of
everything
course,
went
yeah,
up
they
to
couldn't
near
lower it.
25. Yeah.
Oh fuck. Of
That's crazy,
course.
guys. The differences
Yeah.
are nuts, man.
Yeah, we have fucking. I have a 2020 penny. I was looking at it. I was like, oh shit, they still do this. This is crazy.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
They should have
What?
brought back the penny just for 2020, Scott. Just to have a 2020 penny.
Yeah.
I want one of those. People up here now, we use our pennies as like flooring and wallpaper. People make like epoxy coating, like epoxy floors of pennies and stuff. And that's how
Oh,
we use ours
yeah.
now.
I've seen the videos of that, like people gluing them down on like a tabletop or
Yeah.
something like that, putting the glass over it.
So somebody's
So
got a
that's
job that somebody's job is to put pennies on the floor and then like like imagine how tedious that is though.
Oh,
it's
dude,
gotta
that
be
sucks.
suck. Yeah, because you got to like clear coat in between every penny and
Oh.
shit,
Yeah.
like smooth over the whole floor. I've seen like a whole kitchen floor or some shit in like some restaurant. They had like a full panel of
Oh, wow.
pennies.
Hey,
that's
I was
add,
like, that's a disgusting floor.
add all that up, you'll have like $5 or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's
if
exactly
that.
what it comes out to.
$5 is a huge bag.
yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
massive bag of pennies, guys. Holy crap.
Yeah.
All right, so
I can't remember the last time I used them, but we have them.
I mean, keep on to them, guys. One day they could be worth a lot. You have like a historical relic of when the penny
Yeah.
was a thing.
We'll put some in a time capsule or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got to do that.
we should have done that, Scott. Fuck. Too late now.
Mhm.
They're all gone.
Yeah, we'll mail you guys some pennies, dude.
yeah.
We got some laying on the floor over here somewhere.
Make some
Phil,
pennies, arts and crafts or something.
They'll
Yeah.
stop them at the border and be like, whoa, we can't have any fucking pennies in Canada.
Yeah. It's like when you get into California, they stop you and they check you for fruits and vegetables.
What?
That's the checkpoint. It's called an agricultural stop.
What?
And they go, "You got any fruits or vegetables in your car?" They're like, "No, I don't." I guess it's like bug transfer or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That
think-
makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
know that
I'm
until you
hoping.
told me that a couple weeks ago.
That's cool.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring that up to everyone from now on. Like, be thankful we don't have fruit and vegetable check stops, guys.
Yeah, for real.
Can't
I
be
don't even know
bad.
what happens if you had one. Like, what do they
Just-
do? Hit you with a
just-
baton?
Yeah.
They might if you don't want to give up that
Fuck,
apple.
stop! Yeah,
Just an orange
Jeez.
slice.
yeah.
Drop the
I forgot it
coin.
was there. Yeah. God forbid.
That's nuts.
Do
man.
you guys think with all the unrest of everybody, Trump or all Republican or Democrats, that the American people are going to create their own like centrist kind of party? You know what I mean? Something that kind of suits
Mhm.
kind of, I don't know, everybody that's not so fucking retarded on both sides.
I wish they would, honestly, but I don't see it happening. Like, more now than ever. I've never seen people like I see people get riled up for the election, but never like this.
Yeah.
It's leaps beyond what I've ever seen.
I mean, at least
And
though,
Sucks.
At least though, Scott, at least, America's fighting for themselves. Up here in Canada, we're slowly going socialist up here, man. We're slowly going more and more into a socialist country.
That's what we're trying to avoid.
Yeah.
That's why we couldn't have Bernie Sanders. I was so scared that people didn't understand what the fuck they were doing when they were voting for that man.
Free healthcare means more taxes, and then free education is going to mean more taxes, and then you're going to work for nothing eventually. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then that also is a decrease in the quality of both of those things.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly it.
Yeah, that's what people don't think about that.
They don't understand. Yeah, they just see the free stuff. I want this, I want that. Yeah, that's great. But it's great
Well,
for the
that's
first
where,
people
like-
that get into the system, but 10 years down the road in that system, everybody's fucking starving.
Exactly. Like, don't people basically you have to wait forever to get into a doctor, right?
Yeah.
Because it's flooding the doctors.
It's insane.
And then there's no incentive. Like, who pays the state? The government pays the doctors?
Yeah. Government pays the doctors
Oh.
and the pharmaceutical
Not much,
companies.
Yeah,
I'm
and the
assuming
more
because they make
prescriptions
a
they
lot of
give
money off
out.
prescriptions. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we have the same shit here. That's just extra money for the doctors on top of what they already get from charging their customers or the insurance.
They don't even
I
talk
think
to
it would
you.
be
They just
fair,
haul
though,
out
if
their
they
pen and
charged
pad
us
and
at
what do you
least.
want?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
Oh yeah, the biggest thing
Oh,
here, man,
yeah.
you get moms go in and the moms just tell them what they want. And that's just how it goes. You send a mom with a child, they're like, I want, what's the usual thing, Scott? What is a jerk who gets all the time? It's just like stupid, like regular stuff. And she's not a doctor. And the doctor's like, okay, take it. And I'm like, what are you doing?
There's some doctors out here you could do that with. Like, they'll ask you, like, well, have you tried anything before? Do you know what works for you? And then you just you could just say whatever you want. Be like, yeah, I've tried it. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
And then you just got free drugs if you have state insurance.
Yeah.
Before the legalization of marijuana, I mean, even still now, they still rather prescribe you pills. If it's like, marijuana can help some stress relieving stuff depending on who you are. It's still big. You'd be like, I smoke weed and that works for me. And the doctor would be like, no. Here's a bunch of other chemicals you can take, and this will be a lot better. And I highly recommend you take them.
Yeah.
They tell you to take Prozac, which is, to me, it's a sugar pill. Like an SSRI. You go in there and say you have anxiety and depression are two very different things. And they say that this one medication treats both of those very different things.
Yeah.
I
don't.
Yeah,
No.
when I was in treatment, they were giving me gabapentins for anxiety, and they're like, well, it works for both anxiety and depression. I'm like, but I'm trying to tackle one thing, and they're just they're like, well, we'll just up the milligram.
I've been on
Slowly but surely.
gabapentin. It didn't do anything for me, and they said, no, we'll give you more of it. I'm like, it don't do anything for me. I don't want it. I'm not taking it. Like,
Yeah, after a while, it was just like I was just taking them to take them at that point, and I had to literally slowly get myself off of them because they were warning me like, oh, there's a withdrawal for it, right? Well, there's something you could take for that. I'm like, well, no, I don't want that.
Yeah.
It's a vicious cycle, guys, is what it is. We could do a whole episode on this, man. The vicious cycle of how the government isn't, technically helping anything by just offering more of the same chemical. Like, here's a different name for it. Take it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you just didn't take enough. You gotta bump it up.
Do you guys take CBD and stuff?
I do. Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I smoke weed, so I mean,
Right.
I kind of get it from that.
I
but
do both.
I'm kind of limited, so I've been going down the CBD route because I'm on probation. But like,
Yeah.
I know tons of people though, man, that take CBD pills for various things, and they wouldn't go back.
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've been
it's one of those things to be skeptical about for sure, because it's like it was bred out of weed in the beginning because they're like, this doesn't do anything. This part of it doesn't do anything. Then they finally in 2013 started really getting into testing CBD, and then started finding it's legit for real works.
And see, in crazy times, man, like we stopped focusing on important things like saving lives. Like these days, we just like pick up random things and we're like, ignore that study. Don't worry about curing that. Don't worry about that. Let's focus on the random drama going on. Are you guys apocalyptic people? Do you guys think this is the end of the world with this election? Do you think this is a change all as we know it?
It's like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, man.
Yeah,
COVID
exactly.
and the president.
I think that's all you need for one. You don't even need the other two.
Yeah, no, it's funny because like I don't know. I mean,
There was a
I don't
fly on
think
my fucking
I don't think it's gonna
microphone's
go that
pissing me
route,
off.
obviously, but like some people are crazy about it. Like I listen to Tinfoil Hat with Sam Tripoli a lot.
Yeah.
And that's what they say. I mean, there's already like warnings saying that there's people gonna riot if the election goes one way or the other. Like I
If
don't know.
Trump wins.
Yeah.
You think
Yeah, I
so,
think
right?
Seattle,
so.
Portland, and New York are boarded up.
Yeah.
They're the liberal places, and they know
Yeah.
what's going to happen.
The UN too. They called in there, or I don't know if it's the UN or the National Guard, I guess, for you guys. But they called them in, and they're only in the democratic states. So what's that tell you? Change your policies.
Yeah.
Literally.
You know what I mean?
I think the last time Canada had a major riot, Scott, up our end, I think it was when the Vancouver lost the cup and they ended up tearing up their city over hockey, and they were like, "No, this is the straw."
Yeah,
that's the last riot we had. Yeah, and then in '94, and then also the next time was when the Canucks lost in 2004 or something, whatever it was. They lost. They rioted again. So that's their two big riots in the last like 20 years.
Dude, that's like, did you guys? I'm sure you guys have heard about, like, it happened a long time ago. Thinking like in the '90s when the Los Angeles Lakers won, there was just like an all-out riot in the streets just because they won, not because they lost.
Sports do crazy things, man. It's
yeah.
Politics.
Well, there's politics in sports now too, so it's just like,
oh gosh,
it's just getting.
Oh yeah, once the kneeling started and all that shit, and it became a platform for you to basically protest things, like fuck. And
I'm glad I watch hockey, and hockey doesn't give a fuck about anyone.
Yeah, no shit.
I want to go see a live hockey game. That's something I would fucking.
I got to see the Coyotes. It was the Coyotes versus the Detroit Red Wings, I believe, is what I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 17 years ago.
In California, I always pass by the the Mighty Ducks Stadium.
Yeah, they're from Anaheim. Yeah,
Anaheim. Yeah, I always pass by it, but I was baseball guy over here in my family, so it's like,
okay.
Yeah, we never really went to that. I wanted to. I still want to. I'm gonna make it happen.
You gotta go watch a playoff game. That's what you want to go watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen
the LA Kings are also out there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Kings, Sharks.
I was just thinking that. I was like, yeah,
it's unbelievable how California fucking hates hockey, and they got 3 fucking hockey teams.
yeah. Just trying to fit in the mold, man.
Yeah.
What's called?
I feel bad. As a Canadian now, I haven't even seen an NHL game. I got to get on that.
Really?
Yeah. And I live like next to like the Calgary Flames stadium, so I mean, I'm really falling behind here.
Oh man.
But it costs us like $1,000 to go watch a hocky game. So if you want good seats and parking and food here, you're looking at it's an expensive night.
When is there like a specific season for hockey, or am I like just dumb and don't know that?
Typically, season starts October 6th, and playoffs end of May, middle of June.
Oh, so you guys are all in right now, then, huh?
Well, it's all out now. So like they went with the shortened season, so they're off right now.
Really?
They're not even playing. No, they mightn't be coming back until around the same time as the NBA, either around December or January. He said for a short season
because of COVID
games. Yeah,
because of COVID.
Oh man,
they might be taking body checking out because of the COVID.
Hear that. That's crazy.
How do you contract more COVID from a body check when you're still allowed to battle on the boards, fucking get into dressing rooms, get dressed, push each other around, fight? Right. You're allowed to fight.
I feel like that's half the excitement.
Well, it is, yeah.
Just watching some fools get checked.
Hockey's still a good sport with no checking, but it's a much better sport.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, boys. Well, we've been on for a while now. Do we want to finish up around here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a follow-up in a couple of weeks once you guys got a president. Because you guys are doing another episode coming up here, eh? For the election results.
I think we're planning on doing that.
And a friend's podcast, The Philosopher and the Comedian. I'm going to be on that on Sunday. Hopefully we know by then who it is. But yeah, we're going to do our own. We'll probably end up recording it tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have a little more information. We'll be a little closer to knowing.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a feeling it's Biden, which is it's just irking me, but I wanted Trump, so I'm hoping it's him. I don't think we can do Biden. It's not good. He's got fucking dementia for sure. He's out of it.
It was great talking to you guys, man. You guys are a great bunch,
Dang.
dude.
Yeah.
Hey,
Awesome.
thanks, man. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man. If
For
you guys have any
sure.
guests on your show, reach out. We'll return the favor, boys.
Oh,
Yeah.
for
We
sure.
were definitely gonna ask. So yeah, fucking A. We'll figure that shit out too. On the next episode, we'll talk about when you're coming on and what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah, for sure,
Yes.
man.
All
It's
right,
good to
boys.
get her
Okay,
again
have
for
a good
sure.
night.
Sweet,
All right,
guys.
gentlemen.
You too.
Have a good one.
Stay
Take
safe.
care.
Guys, later.
All right, man.
Well, guys, do you feel more politically informed? Do you feel more assured of democracy's destruction? I don't know about you guys, but I sure do. If not, that's okay. As long as you guys had a few laughs along the way, that's all that matters. So remember, guys, we hope you enjoyed the show. You can check out more of the Still Fucking Up Boys. You can follow them on Anchor at the Still Fucking Up podcast, but I believe it's just Still Fucking Up on Anchor. Also remember to check them out on Twitter. That's where we met up. That's where Twitter's an amazing thing, man. It's an amazing gift for networking and all that other kind of crazy stuff. So make sure to follow them on Twitter at SFUPodcast. So make sure to check them out on there. And as for us, guys, remember, you can always check us out on Podbean. That's our main channel. So check us out through Podbean at the Stone Truth Podcast. Through Podbean, you can catch us on Google Play, Amazon Music, Amazon Audible, and TuneIn plus Alexa. Also check us out on YouTube at the Stone Truth TV, and follow us on Twitter at Stone Truth Show, guys. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, share, and if you want to be a guest on the show, if you have any answers, you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, DM, email, whatever it is you got to do, comment. We're so active, man, on all the things. We respond to everything. At least we try to respond to everything. So guys, we hope you stay safe and surviving whatever post-election apocalypse is to come. And hopefully we see you next week. If not, maybe we turn into an apocalypse radio show. So who knows? Okay, guys. Peace.